Yeah, okay. I'll just start there then. Okay, so we have a few things that we can do, and I'm certain that I have actually forgotten about something. Yeah, I forgot to grab all the stuff from Helgen last time. That's disappointing. I could go do that really fast while I talk about, like, what my plans are. So, by the time that this video comes out, let me check my calendar. It should be on the 5th. Yeah. So when this video goes out on the 5th, I'm gonna start enacting, like, my new idea I had for, like, a schedule where where what I'm gonna try to do is I'm going to have, like, Monday set aside just to record my podcast stuff, and then alternating every other day. I'm gonna try streaming where it's like Monday I'm gonna try to stream a, like, game that I have, like, a current obsession with. And then upload, yeah, Tuesday I stream that. Wednesday the VOD goes up. Thursday I record something involving, like, I record something involving Final Fantasy. Uh and then Friday it will go up. So it won't interfere with a if I have to do, like, a backup recording on that day. And then on Saturday I'm going to either stream or
Hey, son,
record.
conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
Yeah, I'm either going to record or stream this on Saturday to go up on Sunday. And if I keep to that schedule, it should actually work out a lot better. I always forget to double check to see how many I actually have right now. But yeah, that's my current plan going right now, which I'm going to try to keep to. The biggest problem is that I have a very flexible schedule, and by flexible, I mean flexible against me, where I will sometimes I will sometimes be called into work, like, the day before, so I'm gonna have to move around some stuff. But the whole idea is that yeah, but, like, the whole idea is that, like, I'm gonna be streaming later on into the day, usually. Yeah, that should work out a little bit better than what I was trying, because I think the biggest reason why uh my endurance run of Disco Elysium kind of fell apart is that I tried to always have it on Saturday, or at least a day I had off, and then just stream as long as I could. And while that was actually pretty great for that game's setup, the biggest problem is that like streaming for long periods of time is kind of a does burn me out a little bit, because I can't just like pause and like watch something else to like get my like mind back on pace. Which like I have to do for like work, not just like on streams, but like even when I'm at work, I need to like sometimes like stop what I'm doing, put like an earbud in and just listen to music for a little bit to just get my mind like back onto the same pace. And so hopefully this goes well. My goal for right now is to finish up with the Nettlebane, and then I should have enough time for something else. It would really suck if it's like I do all of that and then look down and then it's just like you have like 10 minutes left before you have to go to work, and then I'm going to be upset. Uh, but yeah, my I have two goals right now, and the first one is that I want to finish up with the Nettlebane quest line, and I want to I want to finish up with Nettlebane, and then I want to start the companions. And I was recommended to do a quest line before I start the companions, just so I could take advantage of uh, one of the one of the things that you get from doing the companions quest line. Oh, and I also have the stuff at Ivor said that I still need to like go back and do again. Uh, I'm partially not looking forward to doing that again. Also, I'm trying to work on a project right now. Um, I had to kind of put
There's a nip in the air.
the
Hopefully good
Final
news.
Fantasy project on hold a little bit because recording that has been very taxing on my computer for some strange reason. So I'm trying to get one good clean recording of it, like in like a single session. And that's proving to be slightly difficult. All I have to do is get a clean recording, and it should be fine for like the first episode. And then I would have to like go in and edit it, but besides that, I was also thinking about doing a different project in the meantime because it's currently Halloween. Sorry, it's currently the month of Halloween. And I actually would like to play something that has a little bit of a creepier edge to it. I'm probably going to...
Help me! Help me!
But yeah, my my overall idea is that like I wanted to play something thematic for this year, and I don't know if I can actually complete it in 4 sessions. I'm I might actually just stream like that game like twice in a row instead of trying to force through Final Fantasy. Just because I have to put like the entire series on hold for a bit while I attempt to get a clean recording of it. So what I might do, at least for this first week, is Uh-oh. Okay. I thought the game had like soft locked or something. By one. Oh my gosh. And just store all that salt into there just so I can walk. I just wanted to get the like really heavy stuff out of the way. Um, but yeah, one of the things I am contemplating is I'm trying to figure out a good way to not only play the games that I want, but also try to keep some sort of like schedule-ness to to what I'm doing. I had a thing where I also gave myself a rating of like, did I actually accomplish my goal? Like last time I tried making a schedule, and I think uh while that was a like interesting idea, I think that's the thing that like made me like the most depressed is when I like thought about how many days I just did not complete what I needed to do. Okay.
What happened?
Have you ever been to a place that was like this foggy like in the morning? Where it's like you walk outside and you could feel how like damp it is? When I was when I was growing up, there were some times in which we would have to go out and start waiting for the school bus like incredibly early in the morning, especially when uh the what's it called? Whenever the clocks are like set like an hour forward or back. Usually when that happens, uh we would uh we would have to wait for our bus and like in almost oppressive level of darkness because like we would have to be at school at like because school started at like 7:30. Uh well 7:30 to 8 somewhere around there. And for our bus to actually like get to everyone they needed to move in a like circular line that goes from like one end of the school district to the other. So it would basically, because it's all going uphill, they started at the bottom of the hill, which is where we were. So we were sitting there at like 5 in the morning, where it was almost like completely dark outside because we had just we had just moved the clocks back an hour. And like when you're up at like that early in the morning, you could feel like how damp the air is. And I always found that moment of not that particular moment, but the way that time of night feels to always like feel very comforting to me, because it has this level of, it's always kind of weird. I've never had a fear of the dark, which, to be fair, I don't think most people have a fear of the dark. I think people have a fear of the things that could potentially be in the dark, but not a fear of the dark itself. And when you are... And there is something oddly comforting about being up that late. Or early, technically, considering like how you look at things. I don't know. I've always just found it really interesting. Just making sure. But yeah, I've been basically recording for like 20 minutes so far. Not really doing much, just moving around. But like, one of the reasons why I always really like doing endurance runs like this is that there are times in which you have to be doing a lot of stuff. And then there were some days that are like incredibly chill. One of my favorite highlights is thinking back to the endurance run for Persona 5, in which it was the week that we had decided to move a big, heavy desk into my room because I was still living with my parents at the time. And we had decided that that desk was going to be in there so it's a lot more sturdy, so like all my computer stuff can just be there and it won't fall over because the uh the little desk setup that we had was more for like writing on. And so whenever like I would play a game or like type on the keyboard, it would like it would wiggle the it would wiggle the whole like thing.
Circle stones to the southwest. That's Secunda's kiss. The giants hold it sacred, so tread carefully.
Thanks. Oh, I've already been there. Okay.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Good morning.
I still have to go in the Shimmermist cave. I did say that I wanted to like clean up some of the stuff around here before I actually started off on some of the stuff. So, yeah, there's 2 areas. Is it 3? No, 2 technically. No, it's because I haven't actually, like, encountered it. I still need to go to Shimmermist Cave and Elder Gleam Sanctuary. Is there a quest that I have about Shimmermist Cave? Don't think there is. Huh. But yeah. I like when things are a little bit more chill. Oh my gosh. Insufficient charge. Let me just fix that. Then I go down to Soul Trap. Go back over to Mace. Ah! Wait, why was my health that low? I just healed. Ugh. Oh no. Wasn't paying attention. I need to actually trap his soul. I can't forget that part. If I block. Okay, concentration. Weapons, mace. Eh. There we go. Eh. I still think giants are like some of the best ways to farm these souls. Second. Mace shield. I can never be sure if we're about to deal with bandits or Forsworn. And while those are technically the same thing, it's ooh. Full save. Oh wait, or whisper, yep. Looks like spiders. And crawling humanoids. I do like how I'm like, is it bandits or Forsworn? And the game is like, there is a third option. And it's like, there is always a third option. Falmer is always a third choice. You okay there, bud? Oh, it's one of those tripod fish. Yeah. I thought these guys were broken. Um, I'm like, what's up with the fish? It's like, oh wait, no, this is just how they do. Yeah, tripod fish are weird. They just kind of sit there reluctantly crouched. And then uh just kind of filter feed almost.
Lost. 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 Lost.
Oh, that explains it. There used to be bandits here. I was wondering who,
Lost!
might just be broken.
Lost!
Okay. Let me pull out, Mage Fly again. Oh, there it is. Listen, if that guy's not gonna actually come out to fight us, I'm gonna pretend like he's not even there. I was not expecting it to look that big. A gloom lurker. Okay. Staff of ice spikes. I wish using both hands actually made it brighter and extend further than just making it last longer.
Lost!
Shimmermist Grotto. I wish there was a version of Mage Light that just becomes a light in your hand. You like start crushing it, and then it.
Lost!
Two up there, many down there. You know, I could always just go in there guns blazing and not really care. Could always just do that. Fortify one-handed. Fortify health. Oh, yeah, I love Charis eggs. Uh... Uh. Oh, of course, there's a second one. I think I may mention that, but I really hate, the doors in this area. Like, there's just something very unsettling about a door made out of, insectoid legs. I just don't like it. Okay, so it should say in active effects how long I'm gonna remain poisoned? Unless I'm already, like, it's already on my system. Oh man. Again, it's Charis eggs and like hanging moss, where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna just decorate like every inch of this place with this item. Oh, you can, yeah, you can still harvest it. And then my brain just goes, ooh, an item. Now I have to pick all them up. I want to see, can I even cast Incinerate with like a single hand? I can. And of course I don't have enough magic to dual cast it.
Lost! Oh!
Uh. Nah. Don't like how it's already up here. Just making sure that I actually know what Incinerate does. Targets on fire take extra damage. Yeah. Okay, am I missing anything?
Lost!
Oh my gosh. Went back here instead of...
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I was looking at my health bar instead of his. What am I doing?
Yeah!
Okay, so the problem with Incinerate is that the fire does not last as long as I would want. And it would actually just be better... yeah. Would actually just be better to just use Frost Cloak, I guess. So, I've come to the conclusion that I should probably, decide which, which spell type I actually want to use. The interesting thing is that there is actually a few creatures in this game that are completely invulnerable to, fire. Sorry, to ice. And so using Frost Cloak might not work in every situation. Even situations involving other humans, it might not even work. And it's like, so what do I want to do? Because clearly I shouldn't be using Spark because I am just not that good of an aim. But does make me think I should just heavily invest in the fire. But if that was an indication of what fire can do, I might not want to. So again, like, I kind of need to decide, like, what element I want to focus on. And the thing is that, like, if I go lightning, it also lowers the magicka of mages, and if I use frostbite, well, frost, it's going to disadvantage heavily armored characters. But again, there's a lot of things up in the frozen area of the game that is completely invulnerable to frost. So I might want to go fire. But I feel like that there's a lot more we can do with ice than the other elements. So I feel like there's chain lightning that leaps between targets, but like I think I'm gonna just focus on ice for the for the upcoming future, and like I think that helps. Because there are a lot of times in which I am just sitting there trying to decide like if I want to use fire or ice, and so me just going, okay, I'm gonna only use ice is actually pretty useful.
Lost!
Uh-oh. I have been putting off investigating anything involving the Dwemer. So this is the first time going into one of these. I knew when I saw like this stuff that I was like, uh-oh. I just knocked everything off that table. Whoops. Oh hey, he's using ice. I wonder if I should use something that's not ice. I was hitting the wrong button. Generate health, fortify one-handed, fortify health. Ugh! I knew that one of these things were around. Of course it quick saved me right there. Yeah, if anything, this has just proven to me going through here that I do actually need the focus on fire instead of ice. Yeah, Dwarven Centurion. Dang. Like, I don't actually know if I have what it takes to defeat it right now. Like, if I were to, let's just say... Yeah, I was stuck. Um... I actually got a lot of use out of that actually. Yeah. Once again, my inability to fight mages is like my biggest problem. Huh. Potions. Stop doing that, please. I was up against the wall, not the door. Is it already over here? What the heck? What? I had healed. That was weird. Oh, of course. Uh... Wait, do I... Of course I don't have it. If I help, what if I one-handed? Plenty. Generates stamina and health. Jerk? I almost had him. Okay, dark bow. Potions. Fortify marksmanship. Damage regen. Critical hit. Swap back over to mace. Close doors. Potions. Fortify health, one-handed. Generate stamina and health. That onto my weapon. Whoops. And we clear the area. Neat. Okay. Man. So much for a small detour. Okay. So the way that we're gonna take this guy out is do that. Swap back over to our mace. Then we are going to put Actually, I don't think venom works on automatons, now that I think about it. Forget, these things explode afterwards, right? Hmm. Guess not. Glass arrows, dynamo core, some dwarven oil, which you can use for potions, an empty grand soul, and a strut. Tome of Candlelight. Are you serious? That is the thing that we get from this, is that we get a Tome of Candlelight. Heads back out the Shimmermist cave. Okay. Yeah. We need to have a lot better ways of taking out mages, and we need to figure it out soon. Because that was tragic. Okay, I'm gonna leave all that stuff in there. So I did notice that. So we can't actually put Elemental Fury on our weapon because it's already enchanted. That's unfortunate. That looked like it was going to be a cool ability. But it looks like that wind is an actual, like, element. And so since we have stuff already on it, it conflicts. I do wonder if, Oh, hey, we're just out here. Are you gonna come out now?
Lost!
Dude, I know you're in there. So yeah, as of... It feels weird. Like, uh, it... Mm, maybe. Maybe the best way to take out, mages is to start imbuing I'm still using an elven mace, right? Yeah. So if I find a glass mace, I could imbue it with a spark so that it will start draining magicka. That could be what my strategy is for mages. I don't like the fact that they literally have no eyes. Instead of them just having poor eyesight, like some of them literally just don't have eyes. But yeah, it could, um, I do wonder if that's the solution then. So if fire's just not as effective as I want it to be, and frost um, is not as effective against certain things, and lightning both works good against mages and automatons, like it could work. Just like fully go into lightning as a whole. That might have to just be my strategy. I do find it interesting that even though this is, like, on paper, a short dungeon, it's still giving me a lot of problems. Oh man, I love it when the game hurts me for no reason. Actually, one second. Okay, I just needed to double check. Because for a split second I'm like, did I actually get an achievement? Or was I thinking about like some like other notification I got? Yeah, the most annoying part about carrying all this stuff is gonna be, it's definitely going to be the Dwemer pieces because they're just so heavy.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Just about the 2 hours. That's a good time. Okay. So nope, okay. And I've still yet to go to work, and I'm tired.
Good morning. Divine smile on
Illusion is at 87 now.
you. You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
I can't remember which item off the top of my head is the ones that actually make Dwemer ingots, but I'm gonna just shove all of the ones that I think into there, and then, like, if they don't work, I'll just separate those out later. I do have a glass mace. I have one of freezing though. 23 damage compared to my exquisite one that's doing 29. Hmm. And the worst part is that even if I were to get a glass mace or use this ebony war axe, like, it's not gonna be useful because I can't actually like level it up right now because I don't have the level yet. Okay. So I think I've come to the conclusion that I actually do want to grab chance to paralyze the target. Huh. I am, in fact, gonna use this one. Because once I actually get the ability to upgrade both glass and uh, glass weapons and uh, already imbued weapons, it's gonna go pretty well. Favorite that one, unfavorite that one, but then store. I forgot. There's still like one more thing I have to like. One more thing I have to grab from over here. What? A few. There's technically a few things. Hmm. I don't know. I have enough time. I have enough time before have to go into work to take like a short nap or something. And also I have to wait for like the VOD to finish uploading. Wait. Pretty close to a level up. So what I might do is I might with my endless amounts of money that I currently have, I'm gonna attempt to buy every piece of crafting material in as many places as I can, and then just start crafting stuff. Because I think that might actually be the only thing I can do, actually. Okay. Ah, okay. Hard save. You know what? I'll see all y'all next time. I gotta go take a nap. Okay. And I'll see all y'all next time. Goodbye, everybody.